Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Inspired Pages. This is my first video, and I'm really excited to share something powerful with you today. We're going to talk about one of the most life-changing books ever written, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, by Stephen Covey. This isn't just another self-help book. It's a guide, a journey that helps you become truly effective in life, not just successful on paper. So, let's sit back and go through this story together. Because once you understand these 7 habits, they can literally change the way you live, think, and grow. Habit 1, be proactive. Let's start from the very beginning. Covey noticed something about people. 2 people can face the same situation, but one gets stuck, while the other grows stronger. Why does that happen? It's not because of luck. It's because of mindset. Habit 1, be proactive, is about taking full responsibility for your own life. Instead of blaming circumstances, people, or the past, proactive people focus on what they can control, their own actions, their attitude, and their response. Covey calls this our circle of influence, the space where our decisions actually make a difference. Reactive people waste energy on things outside that circle, like other people's opinions or the things they can't change. But proactive people, they take control of their story. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. So the first step toward an effective life is this. Stop reacting. Start acting. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Now, let's imagine something. You walk into a quiet hall. There's music playing, people gathered, and everyone is sharing memories about someone who has just passed away. You walk closer, and realize, that person is you. It sounds deep, but this is exactly what Stephen Covey asks us to imagine. He says, think about what people would say about you at the end of your life. What kind of person do you want to be remembered as? What values do you want people to associate with you? Because when you begin with the end in mind, you start to see what truly matters. Most people climb the ladder of success, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. This habit is all about defining your vision, your purpose, and your direction before you start climbing. Covey suggests writing a personal mission statement, something that keeps you aligned with your values. Because when you know your destination, every decision becomes easier. That's habit 2, start with your purpose first. Habit 3, put first things first. Now that you know your purpose, the next question is, how do you live by it every day? Habit 3 is about priorities. We all have the same 24 hours, but some people seem to get much more out of them. Why? Because they know what to focus on. Covey divides our tasks into 4 areas, urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Most people live their whole lives reacting to urgent things, emails, deadlines, and phone calls. But the truly effective people, they focus on what's important but not urgent, like learning, planning, exercising, building relationships, and taking care of their health and goals. This habit teaches us that success isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. Put first things first, and don't let the small things steal time from the big things. Habit 4, think win-win. Now, let's talk about relationships. Covey says, in life, we often see everything as a competition, one person wins, another loses. But truly effective people see the world differently. They think win-win. It's not about being nice all the time or avoiding conflict, it's about believing there's enough success, love, and happiness for everyone. When you think win-win, you don't try to control people, you try to build trust. You look for solutions that benefit both sides. For example, instead of asking, "How can I win this argument?" you ask, "How can we both get what we need?" That simple mindset changes everything, in business, in friendships, and in family. Because when people feel respected, cooperation replaces conflict. Win-win thinking builds long-term success, not short-term victories. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This one is one of the most powerful habits in the whole book. Covey says, most of us don't really listen. We just wait for our turn to speak. But truly effective communication starts with empathy. Before trying to explain your side, take time to understand the other person's side. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. When people feel understood, they naturally open up to understand you too. And that's how trust is built. Covey puts it beautifully, seek first to understand, then to be understood. In your family, at work, or even in arguments, this habit can turn conflict into connection. Because when you understand before reacting, you grow stronger relationships and deeper respect. Habit 6, synergize. Habit 6 is about teamwork, but on a deeper level. Covey says synergy happens when people with different strengths work together toward a common goal. It's when differences become strengths instead of obstacles. Think about music, a single instrument sounds good, but a full orchestra creates magic. That's synergy. When you work with others, instead of competing, you combine your strengths, and together, you achieve more than you ever could alone. Synergy is the habit of collaboration. It's not about everyone thinking the same way, it's about valuing different perspectives to create something better. And finally, habit 7, sharpen the saw. Covey tells a story of a man trying to cut down a tree with a dull saw. Someone says, "Why don't you stop and sharpen your saw?" The man replies, "I can't stop, I'm too busy cutting." We all do this. We work, stress, and push ourselves, but forget to rest, learn, and renew. Sharpening the saw means taking care of 4 key areas of your life: your body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Exercise and rest to recharge your body. Learn new things to sharpen your mind. Spend time with loved ones to heal your heart. And connect with your faith or purpose to strengthen your spirit. When you take time to grow in these areas, you don't just survive, you thrive. The journey of the 7 habits. So, when we put all these habits together, something incredible happens. You start with independence, by being proactive, knowing your goals, and managing your priorities. Then you move toward interdependence, by learning to build healthy relationships, communicate deeply, and work together with others. And finally, you grow continuously by renewing yourself. This book isn't about quick success, it's about personal transformation. Covey doesn't tell us what to do, he teaches us how to become the kind of person who naturally does what's right. And that's the power of these 7 habits. They don't just change your schedule, they change your character. So that's the story of the 7 habits of highly effective people. A book that teaches us not just how to succeed, but how to live a meaningful and balanced life. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening. This is just the beginning. I'll be sharing more inspiring book stories, ideas, and life lessons every week on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, leave a comment about which habit you want to start practicing, and share it with someone who needs motivation today. Remember, success begins with small habits, practiced every single day. So, stay focused, stay positive, and keep growing.